really want to sip this right now, but it's a little too hot, so I'm gonna do that later. Hey guys, welcome back to another video and welcome to another sample night. It is Thursday after all, and we do have another brand to do a first impression on today. Now this brand is actually pretty special to me, and I'll tell you in a second why after I introduce the brand. And today's brand we have Parfums Quartana. Now if you're really an OG of this channel, you'll remember that I did a review of this brand a long time ago. Exactly 2 years ago, in fact. It was November 1st, 2016 when I released my review of them, and now it's November 1st, 2018 as the day I'm filming this video. It's kind of cool how that kind of things worked out. I didn't plan it at all, it was pure coincidence. Sometimes fun things in life just happens and you just have to appreciate it. I have their whole sample set right here. I think a total of 7 fragrances that's based on poisonous flowers, and this is what you would get if you buy a sample pack from their website. This is exactly what you're gonna get. Now I was really wrong. There's a total of 9 fragrances. Here they are. The inside of these actually look really beautiful. I will include shots of them as I'm trying these fragrances out, so you'll get to see the beautiful packaging. Now before I pick the first one, you guys might be thinking, oh, it's not really a first impression then, because you reviewed this brand before. And yes, technically it's not a first impression, but I haven't smelled these in literally over a year. So yeah, it's more, I don't really remember what they all smell like anymore, except for the one that I own. I do own one of them. I bought that about a couple years ago too. But yeah, the rest of them I haven't smelled in a long time, so it's, you know, it's kind of like a first impression again. It's a revisit, if you will. First one here, let's start off with Venetian Belladonna. Now if I remember these correctly, they are very potent, so I really shouldn't have sprayed 2. I can already smell it. Very strong, kind of like a pungent white floral fragrance. Quite good. I really don't know what to think about this one. I like the white floral aspect of it. There's something about this that's just challenging, like there's a darker theme to it. Let's get to the note, and the note for Venetian Belladonna is cassis, violet water, plum, sultanine, cognac, styrax, ambrette seeds, sampaquia, I have no clue what that is, honey, purple iris, tuberose, patchouli, labdanum, suede, saffron, beeswax, sandalwood, and vetiver. So that's the white floral that I was talking about. It's the tuberose. It's really nice. It is sweet. Sweet white floral. Now that it gotten time to open up a little bit, I quite enjoy the combination of this piercing, sweet honey-like smell with the tuberose. I think it works together really well. Smelling this more now, I'm starting to get the fruitiness from the plum. So the main thing I smell in here is the plum, the honey, and the tuberose. Quite nice. Next one we have BLOODFLOWER. I remember this one. I really enjoy it. This is one of them that back then when I reviewed it, I think I remember giving it quite a high praise because it smells so unique. It has this very kind of an irony blood accord, a little bit of an orangey rose vibe. It just smells good. Like somehow it works really well. It's not the type of fragrance that I would consider wearing on a daily basis, or I actually don't know when I would pick up this fragrance if I own it. It feels more like a beautiful painting that you just enjoy every once in a while. You walk past, you look at it and like, yeah, I really like that painting. That's this fragrance to me. If I own it, I would pick it up and smell every now and then. I'll just be happy every time I do. So the notes in BLOODFLOWER is licorice, anise, blood accord, clover, orris, rose, amber, and patchouli. That blood accord is just divine. It's so good. I would say if you're looking for something out of the box, very different, very out there, I think this is one of the most unique scents I've smelled throughout my whole journey. And I believed this back then too. And after 2 years, I still believe that. It's just really good. Again, it smells like an orangey rose with blood accord. The patchouli in the back gives it this kind of a well-rounded base. It's fainted. The patchouli is not earthy at all to me. It's just kind of there to, you know, hold up everything and not just make the fragrance way too bright. It's really good. This one, highly recommended. Next one we have Midnight DATURA. Oh. Wow. Piercing fresh. I think it's jasmine. Is it jasmine? I know it's some form of white floral. Like, I'm still not good enough to tell them apart which one's actually which. It smells good. I really like this one. It's weird because back then I remember not liking this one. Crazy how taste develops over the years, right? Something that you hate back then or you just don't care about back then turns out to be some of your favorite stuff now. Like, I'm really enjoying this one. It is a sweet, piercing white floral. So the notes for this ones are green leaf, mandarin, bergamot, divana, rum, jasmine. I got that jasmine right. Tuberose, magnolia, muguets. No clue what muguet is. Rose, violet, lavender, heliotrope, datura accord, clove, nutmeg, pepper, balsam, patchouli, vanilla, sandalwood, cedarwood, amber, and musk. Wow, that is quite a few notes in this fragrance. I don't think I get all of those notes. I think they're just blended together really well. But I was right, there was jasmine in here. Ha. The piercing freshness to me is probably due to the citruses that's in there. Overall, it's really good. I quite enjoy this one now. Way more than it did before. Would I wear this? Maybe. It does lean a lot more feminine. It's a stretch to say that I would wear this, but I would recommend this to any girl who enjoys anything white floral. It's really good. Another very well done one. Before we start the next one, I want to address something, is that this series is mainly just me just having a chill evening smelling fragrances and doing first impressions. So they're not gonna be the most in-depth review because they're really not reviews, they're more chill time first impressions. So sorry if it's not like detailed enough review for you guys. I'll maybe, if you guys request enough, if you guys want me to do it, I can do a more detailed series on these fragrances if you want to, like a follow-up series and what I think after I tried them out a little more. Let me know what you guys think of that series idea. Next one we have WOLFSBANE. This one I do remember being a dirty-ish gourmand, like an earthy type gourmand. It was quite interesting at the time. Oh, there it is. Yep, it's like a dirty caramel toffee. Dirty, earthy caramel toffee. As a gourmand lover, this one is a big thumbs up. It's just really good. Again, I really enjoy this brand, not only because of the beautiful packaging, but the scents themselves are quite unique as well. Like, it has the brand signature on it. When I smell these, I really don't get reminded of any other brands, if you know what I mean. And that's a quality that is top notch in any brand. You want to have your own signature, and this brand really has it. Oh, this is just good. Let's read the notes. The notes for WOLFSBANE, we have angelica root, fig leaf, cumin seed, ginger root, absinthe, patchouli, cedarwood, tuberose, tobacco flower, castoreum, that's interesting, benzoin, sandalwood, pruno, I have no clue what that is again, vetiver, deer tongue, and black truffle. If I was to guess, it's that patchouli that's giving it this kind of earthy vibe, but it's not like an overwhelming kind of patchouli. It's really nice. I think it's blended so well. It's definitely going into my try later pile. No doubt, this is awesome. We're almost halfway done here with the brand. The next one we have is DIGITALIS. Clean green fragrance. Very reminiscent of soap to me, like a really refreshing lime green kind of soap. If I remember correctly, there's cucumber in this, which I do get. It's just a very fresh green soapy vibe, piercing soapy green. To me, this is the safest scent from the brand so far. Anyone can wear it, completely unisex. It's just very, very clean and green. The notes for this one is galbanum, silver iris, cucumber, basil, pepper, ozone, coriander, floral ozone, drench violet, neroli, rose, jasmine, Gratian, incense, fern, wet moss, and violet leaf. What's with brands and using notes that I've never heard of before? That's all there is to it for this fragrance to me. I think I thought about the same thing last time too. Yep, just a really nice, clean, green fragrance. It's definitely not a type of green scent you can find anywhere else on the market. Of course, this is another unique one from the brand, I would say. In comparison to all the other stuff that they released, this is probably the safest. And if you are looking to start in niche fragrances or start in this brand in particular, and you don't want to really you don't really want to nose dive into the uber niche stuff, I would say go ahead and try DIGITALIS first. It's just gonna be a lot easier for you to digest and to kind of like get yourself used to the DNA of this brand. Personally, I wouldn't own this in my collection simply because like I liked more of a super artsy type fragrance. Like if I'm looking to buy niche fragrances, I'm normally looking to buy something that is like uber unique, uber artsy to kind of diversify my collection. While this is unique, yes, but it's still a clean soapy fragrance. So yeah, I wouldn't own this, but there's nothing to hate about it. There's a lot to love about this. There's nothing to hate about it. I'm not super interested in owning it. But if you guys are into green soapy fragrances, this is probably one of the most unique one you'll ever find out there anywhere. Next one we have Poppy Soma. I've heard from Joseph Quartana, the owner of this brand, that Poppy Soma actually won an award. It's weird because it's the one I disliked the most last time. To me, almost unbearable. I really didn't like it. But we'll see how my taste changed now. It did win an award, so there's no doubt it's at least quality. Still not my favorite. Hate it like I did before. Before I smelled this, I was like, oh, what is this? Oh, no. Now I understand it. I can appreciate it more now as a fragrance. I'm not put off by it. But it's not my favorite still. There's something sour about this fragrance. Almost like a spicy, peppery, sour smell. On to set notes to find out the secret behind this scent. And in notes we have Sichuan pepper, curry leaf, red pepper, black gardenia, jasmine sambac, red rose, poppy accord, old church incense, labdanum, tuberose, styrax, and mustonquin. Again, more notes that I never heard of before. Yeah, I think the spicy-est feeling is coming from all the peppers in here. It's coming off just a little bit sour. It's kind of piercing and scratches the inside of your nose a little bit. Not my favorite still. But again, I'm not put off by it like I was before, so I'm growing, guys. I'm growing as a nose, as a fragrance lover, so yeah, I don't mind as much. Still, it's absolutely not my favorite. Next, we have Lily of the Valley. Iris. I'm pretty sure there's iris in here. It's really soft though. It's very kind of like a delicate iris. It's not overly lipsticky, just a little bit. It is quite nice, feminine for sure, and as you guys know, not a huge fan of iris, so not really a huge fan of this fragrance either. The note for Lily of the Valley is bergamot, neroli, dewy petals, cassis buds, muguet de bois, orange blossom absolute, dark rose absolute, jasmine petals, black leather glove accord, labdanum extract, vetiver bourbon vanilla absolute, and sandalwood. I guess there's no iris in here, but to me it smells so much like iris. Normally I don't mistake an iris, but it just smells like iris. Maybe it's the black leather glove accord or something kind of feeling. I don't know, like I was so sure it was iris and damn, now I feel dumb. But yeah, it smells kind of like a really soft iris fragrance. I don't really get too many of the notes listed in here, to be completely honest with you. This is definitely not my favorite, but I don't dislike it. There's really nothing wrong with this fragrance. I think it smells nice. I just don't prefer anything that smells really close to iris. In this case, there's no iris, but it smells close enough to iris where I'm not too keen on it. Next one here, we have Hemlock. Oh, this one's good. Very powdery, also ozonic type of white floral fragrance. There's a tad bit of sweetness in there as well. Very unique. I remember really enjoying this one, and I still do. Still very, very nice. Yeah, it's like a powdery, ozonic white floral fragrance with a touch of sweetness just like lingering in the background. And the notes for a Hemlock, we have rum Martinique, pink pepper, Calabrian bergamot, crushed leaves, glossy white floral accord, cinnamon bark, clove buds, jasmine sambac, styrax perogene, black vinyl accord, black magnolia, I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce that, salt accord, benzoin, vanilla bean, suede, sandalwood, patchouli, tonka bean, musk, and masculine amberwood. A quick message to Joseph Quartana, can you please email me the pronunciation of these notes? Very, very, very nice. This is one of my most favorite ones from the house. It's fragrances like this run from this brand that makes me really wonder why I don't own more of this house, really. They're just so good. This one, going into my try later for sure. Last one here, we have Mandrake, and I do own this fragrance. I bought it because, at the time it was my #1 favorite. We'll see today if it still is my #1 favorite, but I just want to show you guys the box first. Oh my god, just look at the box. It's probably one of the most prettiest box that I've ever seen in any brand ever. It's just super, super well done. And when you open it, look, there's even more artwork here, and it's really cool reflective artwork. I'm gonna take this off, and the fragrance sits right inside here. But yeah, really, really cool packaging. That's one thing I really, really love about this brand, is that the care that went into the packaging is amazing. One of the best looking packaging I've ever seen. Now for the moment of truth, is Mandrake still my favorite one from the house? after this really long 2 years. Oh, it's that fruity, piercing, sharp apple. God, still really good. Oh my god. I literally feel like I'm falling back in love with this fragrance. I think it is safe to say that this is probably still my favorite. This is probably still my number one. It's just so good. I'm so happy I own this thing. I don't know why I don't wear it more. That's the problem. When you start to own so many different fragrances, you kind of forget about some of them in your collection. Like, there's no way you can wear all of them, and there's no way you can give attention to, you know, all of your favorite ones equally. So sometimes, like, these gems that I have in my collection kind of take a back seat without me even knowing. Man, if you want a really amazing fruity apple fragrance, this is one of the best. Hands down, one of the best you can grab out there in the market. Please go try this one if you like the note of apple, or if you like piercing, citrus, juicy fragrances. It's amazing. Let me read you the notes of this one first before I forget to. So notes for Mandrake is crisp apple, pomegranate, birch leaf, birch root, bergamot, mandrake flower accord, rhubarb, cardamom, suede leather, deadly addiction accord. Yes, I'm very deadly addicted. Patchouli, vanilla Madagascar, sandalwood, and tonka bean. Amazing stuff. Oh, I can smell this literally forever. Alright, we have tried everything from this brand, so now I guess it's time for me to pick my top 3 favorite. I'm not gonna put Mandrake here at the number 1 simply because I already own it and I want to give you guys more, more options to pick from. So I'm gonna pick the 3 that I don't own yet. So my number 1 favorites out of all those ones has to be BLOODFLOWER. There's no doubt right now is BLOODFLOWER because that's super unique. I would really love to own that one and just have it in my collection because it really adds a different type of DNA to my overall collection. It's so unique. The blood accord is super well done. There's not a lot of fragrances out there that has a blood accord to begin with, and for it to be this well put together is, to me, insanity. It's just really good. I love BLOODFLOWER a lot. Number 2 for me has to be HEMLOCK. It's just a really nice ozonic powdery jasmine. It's really good. I really enjoy that one. I would actually wear that one on, a nice nights out or something. If I'm going to a fancy dinner, I can totally see myself putting that on. So HEMLOCK, number 2. Number 3 for me has to be WOLFSBANE, the dirty gourmand. Like, I love gourmand fragrances, you guys know that. I've loved gourmands ever since I started wearing fragrances, and as a gourmand lover, that one just completes my gourmand collection. I mean, I have super sweet bakery type gourmands, I have super sweet desserty type gourmands, I have unique gourmand fragrances like salt and caramel that smells like a popcorn, and all the regular gourmands out there that smells like chocolate. But this one is toffee. It's dirty smelling toffee. Like, it just adds another super unique gourmand into my collection. So WOLFSBANE for sure is my 3rd favorite. Alright guys, that's it for another episode of Sample Night. Before I go, I have a quick announcement to make. If you're interested in trying this brand, I'll leave a link to them down in the description below. You can buy their sample set, and they think they have a deal going on right now. Is that if you buy the sample pack that I showed you in the beginning of the video, you get $50 off towards your purchase of a full 50 ml bottle. So if you buy the sample pack, you get $50 off buying a full bottle, basically. So yeah, they're having that deal going on right now. I thought I'd let you guys know that. And with that said, I'll see you guys next time in another episode of Sample Night next Thursday. Peace and bye.